Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Helen from Contagious Creativity and I'm going to be making this page today. It's all about posting our letters for Father Christmas. So I've got my traveller's notebook and I'm going to be doing a double page spread, and then I've got my date stickers, they're available from my shop. I've got a simple stories book, and then I'm going to be using this journal kit from my shop, and I've got some photos that are going to be the main part, and then one sticker on that cardstock sheet. Oh, and hair, there's always hair. So you can see in the corner there I have the number 5 because it was day 5, the 5th of December. I do tend to have a look at my notebook and my calendar and just work out which days I'm probably going to want to be doing double pages for, which ones are going to be just one page just in advance. It is subject to change, but it just means I'm not going to run out of pages or have a big gap at the end. It's just the way my brain works, but you do you. So I just find that helps me from getting in a muddle, because I don't like getting in a muddle and get frustrated with things. So I'm popping some of these background pieces down. They're the background bits from the Hugger Christmas kit. They are browns and greys, which kind of is those nice warm cosy vibes, because we went for a walk, posted our letters, but then we spent time having hot chocolates and snuggling, which was nice. That's the previous page, that's up on my Instagram, which was all about my favourite festive foods. So I'm using the big brush letters. These are the extra large ones, and I'm just figuring out where I want to pop that. So I put it up here because I decide I want to put something on that brown sort of Hessian looking blob at the bottom, and then forget about it until the very end. So I had a really good idea and then I totally forgot about it. So I'm using a number 5 from the Simple Stories sticker book there, and then I'm using and then I'm cutting out these pictures. I printed them off on my Canon selfie. Oh, and magically they're cut. Magic of editing, I wish it was that quick. I do tend to use my HP Sprocket because for me it is easier to do on the day, and it makes me actually journal, because I like to have pictures in my journal. Lots of people don't, but I've got little kids and I do think I just want to have pictures of them lots, and having the ability just to print off one picture or do a collage of 2 on one little tiny sheet, so it doesn't take up too much room, it really does help me. I like that one with the Sprocket, the HP Sprocket, but the Canon selfie is a little cheaper, and I knew that this one I was going to want 4 quite big pictures, so I printed them out on that Canon selfie. I do recommend both printers, but personally for me, if you're wanting to buy one, I would, if you're happy to pay the little bit more for the sticker printer paper, the HP Sprocket is my favourite. So I'm popping those pictures down, and I'm just layering on top and underneath with the details bits stickers. So because it was letters to Father Christmas, it was I wanted to make it like have presents and stuff, and I was going to do a nice present cluster on the background brown bit, but I just totally forgot until right at the very end, but you'll see that soon. Then I wanted to put up this mailbox on there. I mean, back in my day, we always used to call him Father Christmas, but he's called Santa now. I think it's just a Americanization, but the girls call him both Father Christmas and Santa. But I wanted to have that on there because I just thought it was lovely. Also, mailboxes. When I went to America, I was like so excited to see mailboxes like this. I was making people take pictures of me next to mailboxes, which is probably a bit weird for my American audience, but I thought it was brilliant. Right, now I'm just decorating again, sort of on top, underneath of the pictures. It just gives a little bit more depth, a little bit more interest. Then we had a hot chocolate when we came home, so I wanted to pop that. Now, if those of you who know my videos will be going, my goodness, it's floating, what's she going to do? And at first of all, I was at peace because there's a little shadow, and then you'll see I get a bit of panic that it's floating in midair, so you'll see what I do with that shortly. And then I'm adding just some more of these presents and snowflakes just to decorate the pictures. It was really bitterly cold that day, which is why the girls are really wrapped up warm. It's got really mild again here. It often does that just before Christmas, so I don't know whether we're going to have cold weather for Christmas or not. I haven't actually checked, but I would imagine it's going to be quite mild. We often have mildish wet Christmases here in my part of England anyway. Then this is where I'm going, oh actually I think I'm going to make it have something to sit on, so I pop another little background piece there. And then I just trim off the edge. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers. You're using them, and that's really important. It's better to use them than have them stuck on a sheet of paper and not being used. And if it means you cut off a bit, cool, it's being used and you have a project to look at, which is brilliant. I can't tell you how much I love just looking at my past projects. So I'm adding lots more stickers. These snowflake stickers are really quite delicate because I like the way they look when they're cut really nice and close. So just I'm making sure I'm carefully popping those down and not try not to rip them, because they are delicate, but that's because when they're on top of something like those photographs or that sticker there, you can see the pattern really clearly. Oh dear, I'm losing my voice. So how are you guys doing with Christmas? Are you ready? Are you not ready? Do you celebrate Christmas? We celebrate it, but we are not ready. We're not ready at all. We have presents to wrap. We have still got some gifts to buy. In fact, I'm going off shortly to buy a bit more. Yeah, we're just not ready for the festive season. So yeah, but I think I just need to get my bum in gear and get going, to be honest. There's been lots of stuff going on. If you follow my Instagram, you probably know know about that as well. I've mentioned it a few times in here, but yeah, we've just not had our head in the game this year, but never mind, we will get there. We'll get that festive spirit. So then I remember to put my lid on my glue stick. Always remember to do that. I continuously tell the girls it. Then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking there's something missing. So I do like a scribbly border around the edge. Really just I want it to look wiggly and scribbly. I think it works with this page because this is all about writing your letter to Father Christmas and that kind of handmade vibe. So I thought this kind of scribbly border would look nice. So I'm just doing that around, not going over the stickers, but going all the way around the edge. I do it over the background piece because I feel like it works on that, so you can see there. And yeah, so that kind of we are handwriting this, so it was a scribbly border. Then I think now is the point where do I remember my background piece down the bottom yet? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm going to add more snowflakes because there's lots of snowflakes on this. So yes, I'm putting another snowflake in that gap there because I realise I'm probably not going to be able to write anything in that gap. So it's all about trying to thinking where you're going to write and what you're going to have space left, and you can always fill it in after you've written, but I just suddenly went, oh, that's not going to be a very good space to write much. It's probably get half a sentence, so it's not really very good. So I'm just extending this because I didn't like the way it sort of stopped in some places, so I've just extended that border around a little bit more. And I think now I do my writing. Yes, ta-da, I did my writing, and I would use, as always, my Pentel Energel needle tip in 0.5. I do not know the archival properties of this pen. It may fade, but it is my favourite one to write with, so I am sticking with it. Then I think I almost remember about putting something on that brown bit, but not quite yet, not quite yet. Then I look for these tiny words, tiny sentences, whatever you call them, and I spent ages, so I've had to cut out a big chunk of that to finding the right ones. So I thought this one worked really nicely. We believe in the magic of Christmas, and then I pop on a few more, but I should have cut some more of this because I'm reading them all, so my apologies. Sometimes you can spend ages just looking for the right sticker, and other times it's like, I'll just plonk plonk plonk, and it will be fine. So I put up that one, and then in a minute I changed my mind because I see a better tiny word, kind of tiny phrase sticker, which is, I'm always on Santa's nice list. My eldest particularly is she's just always wanting to be such a good girl, and she's trying to impress and trying to behave. So I thought, instead of having the Santa, I put that. The reason why I'm chopping bits off is because I knew it wouldn't fit all the way across, so I chopped it in half, and then because of the fact you've got it in 2 pieces, the ends looked too long, so I had to chop the ends off so they didn't look too odd, having 2 wide bits at the beginning of the sentence and the end. I hope that makes sense, but that's why that is like that. And then I still haven't remembered I want to put something on that brown background piece, so I'm still adding some more bits, and it's all wrapped up because it was a very cold day, so we were all wrapped up, and Mary's in what she calls her cosy, which is her yellow fluffy hoodie, which she adores. Her favourite colour is yellow and pink and purple. If you saw one of my last videos, you will know she likes lots of them, but yellow is her predominantly favourite one. Then you might have spotted there's a little white line where the edge of the sticker is there. That was bugging me slightly, so I just popped another tiny phrase. Now you can see you finally remembered to put that sticker down, that little cluster. I also moved the camera so you can see where I've got my washi tape to stop me from going over the edge, but there it is, there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this kit, and hope you enjoyed watching me do my process. Remember that creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.